This looks terrifying.
The beat go hard though.
Stop, why are you doing that?
Hello and welcome to the first Echo Society podcast. We are here with Jacob and Trejan. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Dang, you said you wanted to talk about my feelings.
You did?
Wait, I want up you.
Jesus.
Hello and welcome to the Echo Society podcast.
Fuck! Alright. It's
Okay.
It's
Whatever, brosif.
It's like playing Resident Evil 4 on PC. It's great. It exists.
Trajan, what the fuck are you doing?
Hold on, this music's my jam.
What are you listening to? Oh yeah, Stewie is in this group. He's gonna come in and be like, what's happening?
No, why is everyone wearing sunglasses?
Cheers.
Oh my god! Stewie, it's not what it looks like.
What? Oh,
Oh,
am I?
it is showing. I was
Not what
right.
it looks like.
Join in and put sunglasses on.
I don't.
Yeah.
Do I have sunglasses? Me
You
a
live in
minute.
Louisiana. If you don't, I'm surprised.
Come on.
Hold on.
You need them to protect yourselves from the alligators.
Yeah, the propagator.
Huh?
Oh, what the crap was that?
That was what?
Who is an elephant in their house?
It's not me.
Stewie?
No.
What the crap?
Are you sure that wasn't you, Trajan?
Yeah.
The video evidence says otherwise.
No.
This is really difficult to see my computer screen.
Like,
I don't have hat. I don't have a hat.
the big bucks, yo. Hood. Making it rain.
Why do you have so much fake money?
I think I ripped it. Oh, okay. It's
No! Game, you have no value for money.
X.
Oh, fuck, there's money in there!
Making it.
There was actually money in there.
This is real money. This is actually American money, Tex. If you've never seen American.
Whoa, American money looks an awful lot like paper.
It's very easy to illegally print.
Yeah, you
Great.
don't say. Counterfeiting
Oh,
must be a
my.
real problem over in America.
Everybody's like super rich though because it's great. It's great.
I'm
No, the
poor.
value of your
No.
dollar would go down.
Print some money. America.
Ah, so much freedom.
Drop some Benjamins,
So
game.
freedom.
Where'd Trejan go?
He's probably
Trejan.
putting on more hats.
Gentlemen.
Oh, Trajan's
No,
alive!
just send a picture of it.
After.
Hi.
Trejan
Come
has returned.
on!
Oh, the sweat.
Swag, like that, you- Swag. Too much swag.
I'm enjoying this, but not nearly as much as Texas.
I can't handle it. Too
I'm
much
on the
swag.
comment.
Oh, dude, you wanna go? I have
I
one.
enjoyed that.
I have one too. I'm going with my hat, but
This is my one. This is close enough.
Oh, there goes my
I
hat.
thought you were gonna whip out your dick, sorry. I misunderstood.
I know. That's my
It was
second.
like, here's
Yeah.
my
Back up,
one!
damn it.
Congratulations, you officially have a flaccid penis on your head, Trajan.
Oh wait, why didn't I do this earlier?
What the fuck?
What is that?
I need to take a
It's
picture.
Obi-Wan.
It's Obi-Wan.
Oh. Looks like you're jerking off.
Yes. It's the greatest action figure. It's got a little lever thing to make him do.
Texas is doing this far too much.
Oh yeah.
Barry and Bat wearing a top hat. I am
me-
so lonely. Nobody loves me. I'm all on my
Oh Jesus, game.
What's up?
What is that?
own.
I
What
don't know.
is even? You look like fucking Kanye West after that stunt he recently pulled.
Trajan's taking a selfie.
Wait, let's all take selfies.
I just did.
Fuck, where's my
Okay.
phone?
I
You know, I
can't
took a
see
selfie with my
anything.
friend Tablet.
That's Trajan's
That's
face.
basically what I'm doing.
This looks terrifying. I can put my gas mask on.
Oh
Do
no!
it.
I'm officially swag in a box. That is the worst photo of me ever taken. Deleting.
Oh my god.
Hashtag
Game that's
fugly.
creepy.
Okay, I just took 6 selfies, which I might insert in the video later, depending on how lazy I am.
Well, your computer's the butt.
You fucking what,
Oh,
mate?
Texas trying. Stop talking to your webcam.
You what, mate?
Oh, Tex. You want to do that for the podcast?
What?
Read Your Immortal.
Oh God.
So far, we're 21 minutes in. There now has no eyes.
Murder.
I'm so easily amused.
I want a panda head.
I'll go get one for you, Stewie.
Alright.
I'll go get it.
Bio inspiration.
Oh, me too.
Well, my eyes are terrifying. Take them back.
Get new eyes.
Jeez, don't steal my
I
joke.
need a new prescription. They're just too blue. I can't see
You
anything.
don't have your brand.
My brand.
Your contact lenses just arrived.
1-800-CONTACTS. They can't have my brand. I have special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
My brand.
Run. Calm down, Harry Potter. I go to a high school and everyone thinks that I'm really hot.
Okay.
Walrus fan fiction. Does that exist? That was somebody's username. Disappointment. The Walrus and the Carpenter. I think that's another username. Crap.
Well, wait. I'm looking at a top 10 list of horrible fan fictions. Number 1 is the Pokemon story. Rain splattered across the sand, causing a deafening roar, like that of 100 semis
Semis.
crashing into each other. What the fuck? In apocalyptic glory. The crack of thunder split the insanity, and wind swept up into the cacophony of natural horror. All the while, David sat glumly, shielding himself from the gale beneath a rather large tree. He was soaked to the bone and miserable, lost in Kanto, with no map, no Pokedex, no food, and no company other than his beloved Pokemon. Oh, this is gonna get sexual quickly. He was sure he'd die of hypothermia, or worse. David sighed,
This is my
clinging
wrench.
tightly to his umbrella, which proved of little worth
Freaking
except for some sort of moral booster. His soaked blonde hair clung tightly to his body. With an absent hand, he fondled the
of course
Pokeballs
it's
on his
carnivore.
lap. He clicked the switch on the front, releasing Gavador
Oh,
to stand
God.
beside him. Garda, she
it's
whispered to
carnivore.
him soothingly. "Oh, I'm fine, Gavador. I just wanted some to be with."
Some to be with.
He replied, barely audible to the young Pokemon above the ripping winds. A shallow tear formed on the rims of his red eyes, but he blotted out the rest of the water that It's like they've just googled synonyms for water. Remind coagulated on everything within sight. She patted his shoulder. She was so cute, even for a Pokemon. Alright, her thin hips swayed, her plant-like hair messed by the storm. No, what are you doing? He thought. She's an animal. Oh god. But yet she was so much like a human, only smaller and covered in fauna. I know about you, but flowers give me a hard on. Only covered in fauna. Plus there was no one around for miles, and no amount of masturbating could satisfy the lust he felt out in the wilderness. If only he could feel the flesh of a woman against his.
Oh.
He put a loving arm around his Gardevoir. How?
Carnivore.
Gardevoir. Pulling her close and whispering, "Gardevoir, you know that I'm your trainer, right? Your master?" Oh god. God. She nodded in agreement. He nodded in return. "And would you do anything for me?" God. She nodded again. He moved another hand to her, sliding it over her waist. Her wasp waist, and looking carefully into her eyes. She seemed to begin to understand. A look of fear welled in her eyes. Wait, can I just Google the name of this Pokemon so I can give everyone at home an
I'll
idea?
show it to you.
Oh god, you just look up pictures of her and this is what you get?
Yep.
For everyone at home, this is what Gardevoir look. Is that the fucking what?
The first
She's
one is
pregnant.
She's pregnant.
It's fan fiction.
Why is they all fat? There's a bunch of fat ones.
There's always ones with boobs.
Oh my god, are those actually boobs? Oh dear.
Yeah,
Okay.
people will draw that on her. She's just
That's-
a Pokemon, though.
That's fucked up.
I don't.
David could feel a lump in his pants swell as he began to force her
Bulge.
upon the smoke-soaked ground.
Sable.
Oh, fuck me.
Able.
The sky rumbled with thunder all around them.
Stewie, calm down.
The trees above then creaked threateningly. The best thing about a Pokemon is they'll never be able to tell anyone about it. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
This is bestiality.
This continues after the
It's
jump.
Pokeality. Correction.
In a flash, his pants were off and he was atop her. She squealed
Jesus.
and struggled, afraid to fight back because he was indeed her trainer. Her mind had a block in it. Via years of training, years of believing he'd never harm her, that he was her best friend. He ran a hand over her leafy posterior, a probing finger slipping in between, finding a hole. He knew little of the Gardevoir anatomy, but knew that any hole would work.
Oh, Jesus.
He plunged his rock-hard cock deep inside of her anus. It was white hot.
Wait.
A wave
Never
of
mind
pleasure
that.
washed over him before the first stroke. Gardevoir screamed in pain, her precious anus being pulled to 4 times its natural size. With each thrust, she screamed louder, but David couldn't hear it. The crevasse?
Yep.
Why are they mentioning crevasses? Isn't that what that guy from MasterChef wears? The crevasse formed tightly over his shaft, gripping harder than his fist ever could. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Before long, he finally came, filling her sphincter with
Then
his
it should be over.
seed.
It should be over.
White
Oh, man,
mixed
look like
with
last
black
one now.
blood as he pulled out. Blood and feces dribbled out. What the fuck? How does Pokemon sex work?
It is
Oh,
a
because it's in the
butthole.
bum.
But still,
How did
doesn't
Pokemon
happen.
shit brown?
Jeez.
The sight of Gardevoir. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Laying there, whimpering, smeared with mud, blood, cum, and her own feces, unlocked something deep within David's soul. That's the most contradictory sentence I've ever heard.
Stewie, I didn't know
His
you were
heart soared at the sight. It felt so good. It was like he finally discovered his place in the world. While his spirit had become free, however, his mind quivered under the weight of his actions, struggling to block these memories from existence, enabling his attack. His mouth lowered in primal instinct, extending his pink tongue. He lapped over her blood and shit, using pruned fingers to smother himself. It was beautiful. The bitter taste of her poop.
Game.
The bitter taste of her poop and the coppery taste of her blood was like magic to him. Gardevoir, she moaned, hands digging into the dirt. She wept. How could she do this to him?
What?
Huh? Pain was splitting her because of him. What? Pain was splitting...
Keep reading, it gets more confusing.
Pain was splitting her because of him. Alright, let's just go with it.
Keep reading, it gets more confusing.
He said he'd never hurt her, though maybe he wasn't. What the fuck? Maybe this was fine. He flipped her bleeding, limp body over. His mouth met hers, lashing about inside of her toothed maw. He kissed hard and deep as he carefully fit his shitty dick in her pokey vagina.
What is that? Oh.
The head slid in easily and she whimpered, "That's fucked." With a deft hand, he massaged her clitoris.
Where's my... Where is it?
She tried to pull back to cry out, but he pushed into her harder. She screamed into his mouth. Wait, what?
This just comes off.
The vibrations filled him with ecstasy. He violently penetrated her, and wave after wave of pleasure engulfed them both. It was beyond the realm of human understanding. Collapsing universes whirled about
the
them.
story is.
Being born and dying in eternal. Idiot Firestorm. Wait, what?
What?
Being born and dying in an eternal idiot Firestorm.
You idiot!
This firestorm's a dumbass!
Idiots just rain from the sky.
On fire.
Wait, I'm googling idiot firestorm. Game, while you're listening, can you draw us an idiot firestorm and we'll put it up in the video as an overlay?
Alright. I'll just do it in Microsoft Paint, it'll look super crappy.
This is an idiot firestorm, apparently. So is this. That's not even in English.
Let me see.
That's some... That's a friggin' mortar. The hell?
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that a politician? No.
Politicians are idiots.
Alright, here we... that is true.
Spit firestorm.
This is true.
As he came again, he thrust harder, forcing as much of himself in as he could. His penis crashed into her cervix, and she let out a blood-curdling scream, clawed hands digging into his flesh. David didn't like that at all.
Gun in the world.
Wait, Trajan's having selfies again. Selfie time, guys. Everyone get out your phones.
Oh, wait.
What? No, I'm looking at Snapchat.
No, selfie time, shut up. Wait, I'm gonna make it look like my boobs are bigger.
Oh. Good job.
Oh, I just recorded a video. Well, whoops.
Nice.
I'm yourself
Works.
saying that?
Probably.
Turn it off. Damn.
I just realized that's in the face cam. David didn't like that at all. Now she wasn't allowed
Doesn't
to
like
endure him. He drove his bleaching
Stewie.
fist into her mouth.
Backwards. Yep.
Oh god, someone just walked through the background of Stewie's picture.
It was me, sorry.
Jacob, you said that, and you're sitting down quite clearly in a different state.
He's really
No, it wasn't.
he's that fast.
I'm so fast, you didn't even see it. I'm like the
Yeah,
Flash.
the Flash.
Flash.
But I saw
Go
you.
to China and come back.
Whatever. Maybe you made up for the latency while I blinked or something.
He'll be back.
He drove his bleaching fist into her mouth. Okay, pop quiz everyone. What do they mean by mouth?
What do you mean by bleaching fist?
God, if I know.
He's a white boy. Or maybe he's
Man, you
bleached
racist! There was a crunch and black syrup welled up in her mouth and eyes. Still don't know what they mean by mouth or
Well,
eye.
hey, gal, have some of that.
She gurgled and he
Black syrup.
smiled gleefully. Disengaged
Teriyaki.
from her mangled secret. Pop quiz, what do they mean by mangled secret? And do I want to know?
Is that like Victoria's Secret for mangled?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
He crawled up to her face. Lifting her broken head, he plunged his dick into her wounded mouth. Gardevoir could take no more. She gave himself over to him. I gotta say, oh god, someone just photobombed you, Stewie. Go beat
This
him
game.
Sorry.
up.
Slow down, dude.
I can't help it.
Game.
It's just my...
Game! I know you gotta go fast, but
Gotta go
just...
fast.
Oh,
Doing
game.
it again.
Hi,
That's your
game!
sister, isn't it?
Hi, game!
I mean... Oh,
Hi.
It's your sister, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's me. No, it's me. I'm his sister. Yeah, party.
Gavador could take... Gardevoir?
Gardevoir.
Yeah!
Yes.
She gave himself over to him. He was her master. She would please him any way she could and never make another whimper in reply. She suckled on his piece. I thought they'd make a Pokemon innuendo, but alright. As he pulled in and out. Cracked lips smothered him. Teasing glands and glands. What?
So many glands.
Teasing...
It's a sweat gland.
Teasing GLANDS and GLANS. Glands and glands. He gripped her arms, squeezing tighter. More pain roared through her and she sucked harder. She gagged, puking a little. The bile stung him, so he drove another fist into her eye. What the fuck?
That's abusive.
When did he do the first fist?
I know.
Abusive. You should get his Pokemon license taken away or something.
Well,
This
Pokemon
Pokemon
license.
Yeah, that. Be my best friend or something. Stupid. I don't know.
I was born in the dark.
I don't have friends.
I didn't see the top hat bear until I was a man.
I love me! More
Which
pain
part is
roared through
that?
her and she sucked harder. She drove another... so he drove another fist into her eye. Through the pain she sucked and he finally came. As he did, his mind cracked a little more. He gripped her head, forcing his cock into the back of her throat. She vomited again, squirting half-digested plant matter all over both of them, and he lashed her. What the fuck? Her tiny bones splintered under his blows, and he came harder at her destruction. Oh my god. Weeks later, David finally found himself at Cerulean City. Gardevoir wasn't looking very good. She didn't respond to vocal stimuli and couldn't see out of the eye he caved in. Fuck, he's a prick.
Yeah, he is.
But he felt no remorse for it. Wow, he's a really big prick. Even so, he felt glad. That is the incorrect use of a semicolon. Boom, he fucked up the punctuation for once. He's made spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes, but all the punctuation seems to have been really good, which is super confusing. She was mentally broken. His attack had transformed her into the perfect sex slave. When he moved his cock near her, she would tilt her head, trying to find it, just as a baby searches for a nipple and automatically begins sucking.
Oh my god, don't relate it to babies.
I know! She was infected, though.
Is that your cat, Stewie?
Mold grew upon her anus and wounded eye. Her vagina was yellow with infection, discharging constantly. She wouldn't make it another day. Your sister has no idea what we're reading, does she? David rushed into the Pokemon Center, Gardevoir in his arms. He came up to the reception desk, and there was Nurse Joy. Oh god, here we go. His eyes first went to David's dumb, smiling face, but then down to the Pokemon in his arms, and she gasped. What happened? She said, stroking Gardevoir's hair with the gentleness of a mother. Don't relate it to a mother before they fuck or something. I'm not exactly sure, he muttered coldly. Bullshit. I found her like this out in the forest. Yeah, forest like your pubes forest, mate. The fuck is she doing?
Look at that picture.
What picture?
Game that is genius.
It's beautiful.
What picture? Oh, did you make the idiot Firestorm?
Oh, I give perks. Kudos for that. It's cold in here.
Here we go. This is the idiot Firestorm thrown at home.
That's a great picture.
So you can see here, idiot A, idiot B, idiot C, game, and idiot E. Stop with the friggin' disco thing. Tears. Okay, I found her out in the forest. Tears formed in Joy's eyes, and she scooped the poor Pokemon up, taking her out to the rejuvenation chamber for dying Pokemon in another room. After flipping the switch, the chamber filled with gases obscuring outside eyes. Joy didn't mind that David had followed her in and closed the door. Oh. She was too busy studying a complicated-looking readout, now appearing on a computer screen. Your cunt. Whoa, I went way too far! Now appearing on a computer screen. She bent over low as she typed slowly. A complete novice with computers, it appeared.
God damn it.
And as she did, her skirt teased her thick ass. Her thigh highs squeezed her legs delightfully. She was a delicious woman, and David would have no problem finding out just how delicious she was. Oh, fuck me. He slid up.
I think David would
what
be
are you
that, though.
doing, Atmo? He slid up next to her. He does. How does it look, nurse? He asked, putting a hand on her shoulder. Not very good. I'm afraid the rejuvenation chamber wasn't enough for... No, not the Pokemon. Your cunt.
Oh!
As this nurse spun around, a hurt look flashed across her face and she bit her lip. What the fuck? She wasn't exactly sure how to handle the situation. It was true that she was constantly horny. She never had time for anything outside of the hospital. Her cunt tingled at the prospect of being split. Oh.
Can we get a visual effect of me shooting myself?
That's the effect, just my hands. Just put it over that.
Oh yeah.
She eyed the door. Should she run? Should she have sex with this complete stranger? He seems dangerous, she thought.
No.
But as she did, her thighs pressed against themselves, pinching her slowly enlarging clitoris. David's hands began to unbutton her blouse, revealing a polka-dotted bra clasp, polka-dotted, 2 melon-sized breasts. Oh wait, let's
Define
read
melon.
that sentence again. David's hands began to unbutton her blouse, revealing a polka-dotted bra clasp, 2 melon-sided breasts. Seeded breasts. She has 2 melon-seeded breasts. What the fuck, game?
I don't know. You didn't just call me something.
I did just call you something.
Oh no! Hold my weed.
Hold my weed.
My weave.
Oh.
It's like a-
Well, my weed sounds better.
Can someone remind me that I totally need a British girlfriend when I'm older? Something
Later.
British.
Oh god.
We're reading a fan fiction. This is the perfect time to talk about these things.
I am
No.
a British girlfriend.
Yeah, why British?
We're not
Pinching
in-
her slowly in line. Sir,
I do.
I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the office, she said with as much courage as she could muster.
Wait.
But didn't stop him. He pushed her up against the computer terminal and mouthed her nipple. She gasped as he bit one. Teasing it. Stop making that sound right now. Oh, you're going... I thought you were making a noise. Like... Noise. Stop.
You're really pro at that.
He has experience!
So much like popsicles or something.
Okay.
Carrots.
He
Carrots
grasped
and
as
chips,
he
yeah.
bit one, teasing it with his tongue. He sucked on
Slim
it
Jim?
and she lurched, not noticing his hand slid down to her hips. He lifted her and placed her upon the desk. Her legs spread and she leaned back, forgetting that she was on the rag. Oh, fuck, that's... He lowered himself to an... That's a bad way of saying period. I don't like that. Derogatory.
What? Apple turnover?
That's a woman's masturbation. That's not on a period, actually.
Small breadstick.
I still don't know what that is, but it is kinky in some way.
Small bread. You don't remember that.
No. I remember the episode. I just can't remember what it's meant to be. Trajan, stop. He lowered himself to a knee, ripping off her clashing blue underwear and exposing her rosy, dripping hole. Oh, wait, so she's on her period right now. Oh.
Sure, why not?
He gently tugged on the string sticking out, drawing a blood-soaked tampon out.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, it fell to the floor and thick chunks began to seep out. She burned for him for this
Satan write this?
complete
No, I
stranger.
don't think it was
Apparently,
Satan.
all male trainers in the Pokemon universe are really hot.
Yeah, Ash, Brock.
Or
Oh, dude,
all the
that
women
Brock-
have really
oh,
low
man.
standards. His fingers moved into her, rubbing the rough spot just inside the warm tunnel. I will give
Next,
fanfiction writers this. They think of so many euphemisms for vaginas and shit inside the warm tunnel. His red tongue, still don't know which tongue he's talking about, slathered her clit. He sucked on it and hummed.
Damn it,
A
game.
dizzy, buzzing feeling filled her head as she began bucking, screaming in pleasure. Soon her screams of pleasure became those of pain as he forced 3 fingers into her tight pussy. She hadn't been with a man in so long. 2 periods. It should be 3 periods. It should be an ellipses or a full stop.
No,
There should not be 2
because
periods.
She's having
This is not
double the
OG.
period at once.
Two.
No, please, she gasped as her vagina slowly spread and grew used to the probing digits.
Aliens.
No, please, she gasped as her vagina slowly spread and grew used to the probing
And took
digits.
over the world.
What digits
Ate
are
it.
there?
Devoured
Trajan,
the
where did your
world.
glasses go?
First
He
they
inserted
did
another
X the world.
finger and she gasped. Whoa. This time her cunt burned in protest. We won't be fucked. We won't be fucked.
No.
And then they catch
okay,
light,
fine.
and then there's an idiot firestorm.
I'm sick of this crap.
I want to see that animated.
Yes! Game, make an animation of idiot firestorm. Showing no signs of widening. She squeaked. He forced another finger in, and soon he was fisting her, plunging his large, manly hands in as far as they would go, spreading her wider, filing her. He was filing her! Moori! She groaned
Working it
through
up.
clenching teeth, thick streams of saliva going down her cheeks. Fuck me harder, you piece of shit! If my parents walked in right now, that would be so awkward. David didn't like this, however.
Mystery of the muffin. That's one of them.
Wait. Fuck me harder, you piece of shit. David didn't like this, however. No, he wasn't going to put up with this sexy talk. And he punched her in the gut. Who is this, fucking Kanye West? She lurched forward and gasped.
Older.
But then, weighing how much fun he was having with being told what to do, he decided to insert his next fist. Does she have, like, the world's biggest vagina?
Wait, 3?
Why not?
Well, he's put...
I thought he already.
He put fingers in, and then a fist, and now he's gonna put in another fist.
I thought he put in.
That's
both
how
of them.
big.
Yes.
That he's gonna stick his head in.
And then his
And his
legs.
torso.
And next thing you know, he'll be replaying a bird.
Become one.
Live inside of it.
He's just gonna be a baby.
It's just a bit. All right. So what I'm gonna do
Reverse
now,
sentence of the
you
muffin.
might not be used to this foreplay, but I'm going to become a fetus.
I'm gonna get a drink after this story.
Chaotic fanfic.
Okay. A drink of cum
It's only-
and blood
it's only one
and
page.
poop.
What?
It's called a Pokemon cocktail. He decided to insert his next fist. Her tendons popped and squeaked as he forced the other one inside slowly. Her cleft opened wider and wider still.
Tendons don't.
She
pop,
screamed
they rip
in
apart.
pain and pleasure. You can't do both. Until her throat bled almost as much as her cunt. Blood streamed down his arms, mixing with her cum until his shirt and the floor were soaked. Wait, he soaked the
my.
entire floor in blood and cum.
Daily
There was a
living.
knock at the door, followed by the turning of a handle. In strode the doctor the nurse had called for earlier. There's no comma there. I'd just like to say it's the doctor the nurse.
The doctor, the nurse. It's the doctor
Cool.
nurse.
Dr. Nurse, we need you right away.
No, it's
Dr.
the
Princess.
doctor, the nurse. So the doctor is called the nurse. Just because he thought that would be a really ironic name for his future career.
The nurse.
Had called for earlier. Her father!
Shut up.
He stopped, shocked at the situation that unfolded in front of him. We've been recording for an hour 13 minutes. What?
How long
What
is this
are
story?
you? What are you
Jesus.
doing to my little girl? He murmured. Shut the fuck up, you old bastard, and get the fuck over here. Her mouth isn't going to fuck itself. What? David shouted, forcing his voice above that of Nurse Joy's. She was horrified that her father had walked in on this, horrified at all the blood and what she had coerced into, but she couldn't stop. Lust raged inside of her, overtaking all other motor functions. She's into engineering. That was stupid.
Oh yeah, not the medicals.
My motor function. No.
Fuck me, Daddy, she said, grinning a bloody smile. That sounds like something from a creepypasta.
Did I hear that
This
right?
is like Corpse Party.
Her pleading eyes met his, and before she knew it, her father's wrinkly, liver-spotted dick was in her mouth.
Oh my.
The doctor fucked her from the outside side of the table. Her young tongue slid over the top of his dick, teasing the helmet. He bucked wildly, shakily.
That's a word.
He had not had sex since his wife had died 10 years ago. Oh my god. And
poor
sometimes
man.
he had dreams about his daughter. Ah!
Oh jeez.
He tried to ignore them, push them
I'm
into
going
the
back
back
in
of his
the
mind.
head.
But he could not help his sick fantasies. Sometimes he'd accidentally walk in on her dressing or showering, and would think about it later that night as he choked himself and petted his shriveling member. There we go. You know it's a real fanfiction when it has the word member in it.
I'm just here being amazing and singing a song that's so great. You can feel the something that rhymes with great. Hate. You're not supposed to be back yet. Shh, go away. Trying to sing. Go away. Go away.
Fuck you then!
I'm gonna sing a song now. Now the Tex is gone now. I can be free now.
David began to grow bored.
Stewie, what do they do in Louisiana?
You fucked everything within a 10-mile radius and you're bored. His maniacal, slow, splintering mind needed more horror to Atmo. Atmo.
See it. Spell it out.
Satay. S-A-T-I-A-T-E.
I-A-T-E.
Is it meant to be satisfy?
I think so. I've never seen that word before.
I should see if I'm still banned from Omegle.
He ate it. It was a curse, but one he enjoyed. He drew one hand out of her weeping puss, much to her protest. With the other, he gripped her cervix and twisted. What the fuck? Pain cut her, and she clenched her teeth and moaned, cleanly chopping her father's dick off as he came.
It happens, you know, it's just usual.
The doctor fell backwards, and the nurse sat up straight. Her vision blurred from the pain. But she was just barely able to see what David was doing. Alright, we're nearly at the end now. Oh, fuck, he's got a knife. He had drawn a knife out of his pocket and driven it into his urethra. Wait, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He had drawn a knife out of his pocket
Mouth game.
and driven it into his urethra.
You know, the bad thing about this is...
Down his
I've
shaft.
seen a video of people doing this.
No.
And it wasn't... It was Leslie that did this.
No.
Did you watch this? Yep. It's disgusting.
His cock opened wide and he screamed. He kept pushing hard down into his ballsack. Ah. Blood gushed forward and he puked, bile adding to the horrendous pain. But he couldn't stop. Slowly, memories of him and Gardevoir flooded back. All the fun they had back home. Memories of his mother and father. How they wanted him to succeed. They wanted him to come home, to spend time with their baby boy. Of his first love, the girl he never got over. Her name was Misty. She wanted to see him again. She had sent him a letter over a month earlier saying she wanted to be with him again. That nothing felt the same without him. What was he doing here? Yeah, that's a good question, because this is a great time to reflect on the love of your life while you're shoving a knife down the shaft of your cock. He couldn't stop his hands. They moved on their own, twisting out Joy's cervix, bit by bit, and slitting his genitals. At last, the leathery bag was open. They gripped his testicles and pried them out,
It's great.
forcing them into his mouth. All three parties bled to death. It was in the news the next day. Gardevoir recovered, but was forever in a tortured state of slavery. Misty shook as she read it. She wept and her mind grew jaded and hateful. She was alone in the world now. Oh, so you wanted to get back with him after he fucked a Pokemon, fucked Joy, and fucked with Joy's dad all together, and then he put a knife down his penis, slit out his balls, and ate his own balls. This is not realistic, because they aren't allowed to publish that kind of shit in the news. Nobody she loved. Nothing. Alone. You poor bastard. She drew a Pokeball from her belt and opened it. Stayuru appeared next to her. Staryu. How do you pronounce this? Fuck you and your Pokemon names. Staryu, she blushed and looked at him through teary eyes. Would you do anything for me? Star, he echoed. Her cunt burned. She needed it. Fin.
About time.
Finally.
The end!
I get to go to bed now.
We've been an hour and 31 minutes. Fuck me. Thank you guys for joining us on the first Echo Society podcast. If you enjoyed, leave a like, favorite, comment, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, thanks for joining this Echo Society podcast, and goodbye.
Oh, watch out.
Oh. I'm not here.
Okay, my go.
No!
Yes! We'll take turns in dying.
You son of a bitch.
Not as in bad things, like badness. I have the pen.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, don't take it out.
I will draw a mustache on you.
Awesome. You're an idiot. Well, your threats really suck. Oh no.